Bienvenue. Today is Thursday, August 11th, and I decided I would like to talk about 3 independent comics that I enjoy. I picked up one of them because it had been requested and, it seemed to have been like the hot ticket thing to get a few years ago, and I'm really happy I did. The other two I picked up because I was intrigued, and I'll explain that in a moment. First comic, I Kill Giants. I remember hearing about this one and different webcomic artists and authors I followed talking about this comic, and that led me to picking it up one of the first times I actually went into Local Heroes, my favorite comic shop, a local comic shop, fantastic comic shop. And I do not regret this purchase in the least. I Kill Giants is about this little girl, Barbara, and the giants in her life that she has to deal with. It is an interesting look at the way a child's mind can work and how the world can seem so much bigger and so hard to deal with, and how much people fight to stay in control of that which they cannot control. I find the work in the comic to be gorgeous. I love the simplicity of the line work. It's just a really gorgeous book. The fact that it is toned the way it is, kind of, and the art style kind of makes me think of manga, which I started off reading before I got into reading Western comics. And it's just a really pretty and it's sad and beautiful story. So if you want a really great story to check out that talks about interesting life situations and life conflicts, pick up I Kill Giants by Joe Kelly and J.M. Ken Nimura. Oh my god, Glade. See, I Kill Giants. Fantastic book. Second book is The Alcoholic. This book caught my attention because it was wrapped in plastic. From talking about I Kill Giants a moment ago, I come from reading manga first. And when I see a plastic wrapped comic, that means there's something dirty in it. And I kept staring at it and walking past it. I was planning on buying something else that day. I can't remember what other comics I was buying, but I saw this. And I walked away and then I came back. Then I walked away and I came back and I was like, fuck. I have to buy this. I have to know why it's wrapped in plastic. And that was one of my best decisions because I fell in love with reading Jonathan Ames's writing. This book falls into a category I consider autobiographical fiction. I'm not quite sure how much of it actually is biographical. This one goes as far as to have the main character's name be Jonathan A. And he looks vaguely like Ames. So Ames really does like writing about himself in a fun way. This book addresses his alcohol issues, and I think it was a brave thing. I mean, he's written about it in his prose books. I think it was a brave thing to have a comic done. It was illustrated by the fantastic Dean Haspiel. Gorgeous work. And you can see some of it on the cover. I love this cover idea. So, somebody trying to get better at their life but still being stuck. The book covers, I think, about a 10 to 15 year period of the narrator's life. It's I don't know, I'm a nosy person. I like reading about people's lives and their issues. And there's a reason why I love biographies, because it's somebody's life just laid out for me to read. So this is an interesting look at the issues that people have with, addictions and the things that make their life difficult. This was my introduction to reading Ames, and I do not regret that at all because it got me into watching Bored to Death. Fantastic show, reading his short stories and his articles and his novels. And he's just a fun, weird writer. Actually, talking about this makes me want to reread it almost right now. The third comic I'm going to talk about tonight is It's a Bird. It's a Bird is about Steven Seagal's relationship with Superman as a comic property, and from the point of view of a comic author. It's a Bird is also about family secrets and dealing with family medical issues. In my mind, it actually on the back and forth it says that it's semi-autobiographical, but it's a fun experiment. There are a variety of art styles used, which makes it visually fantastic to read. In my mind, Teddy Christensen did a fantastic and gorgeous job at illustrating this. As it slips from one style to the next, it goes into a few Art Deco styles, and then there's the base style used for the majority of the comic. It's weird, it's rough, it's gorgeous. It all looks like it's been watercolored. Some of it possibly was painted in a different style, but it's a really beautiful book. And I've said I'm nosy, and I do like reading about people's life issues, and seeing how one family tries to and fails at dealing with a medical condition is interesting, and I can understand how medical conditions are embarrassing to talk about, and how you don't really want things like that to get out of the family. But seeing how, this is how one person deals with something that's a big part of his life, it's really interesting. Those are three comics that I really enjoy. I Kill Giants, The Alcoholic, and It's a Bird. I'll put links to their pages on Amazon into the description, unless I forget. And now I'm going to eat my dinner and watch Citizen Kane. Ciao!